If you've had these 10 life experiences, you're more worldly than you realize. It's not always the number of stamps on your passport that makes you worldly. Sometimes it's the experiences you've had and the lessons they've taught you. You might not realize it, but there are certain life experiences that broaden your perspective in a way that nothing else can. They make you wiser, more empathetic, and yes, more worldly. In this video, we're going to explore 10 such experiences. If you've had even a few of these, chances are you're more worldly than you give yourself credit for. Let's dive in. 1. You've lived abroad. Living in a foreign country isn't just about experiencing a new place. It's about immersing yourself in a different culture, understanding new perspectives, and learning to adapt in ways you never thought you could. When you live abroad, you don't just visit tourist attractions. You become part of the local community. You learn the language, customs, and traditions. You see life from a different viewpoint. This experience can change your perception of the world and your place in it. It makes you more adaptable, open-minded, and understanding of cultural differences. 2. You've navigated a language barrier. Sure, it can be frustrating and even comical at times, but overcoming a language barrier is a powerful experience. It forces you to communicate in different ways, often relying on nonverbal cues. I remember when I was traveling in Italy and I didn't speak a word of Italian. I found myself in a small town where no one spoke English. I had to use gestures, point at menus, and once I even drew a picture to explain what I needed. It was challenging, but it was also incredibly rewarding. Overcoming language barriers not only teaches you patience and problem solving, but it also gives you a deep appreciation for communication in all its forms. And trust me, once you've managed to successfully order a meal or ask for directions in a language you barely understand, you'll feel like you can conquer anything. 3. You've tried exotic foods. Food is a huge part of any culture, and trying new dishes is a great way to understand the people and their way of life. It's not just about the taste, but also about the history, tradition, and stories behind each dish. Did you know that in Japan, slurping loudly while eating noodles is considered a sign of appreciation for the dish? Or that in Ethiopia, it's customary to feed others in your group a bite of food, a practice known as gursha? If you've ever found yourself eating something you couldn't identify, or trying a dish that was way out of your comfort zone, it's another sign that you're more worldly than you realize. It shows that you're open to new experiences and eager to understand different cultures. 4. You've traveled solo. Traveling alone can be a daunting idea for many, but those who have done it often speak highly of their experiences. It's a chance to self-reflect, become self-reliant, and truly experience a new place without any distractions. When you travel solo, you're in charge. You decide where to go, what to see, and when to do it. It's an opportunity to truly get in touch with yourself and your desires. But more than that, traveling alone pushes you out of your comfort zone. You're forced to interact with locals and other travelers, navigate unfamiliar places, and handle any problems that come your way. 5. You've volunteered or worked for a cause. There's something truly enriching about dedicating your time and effort to a cause you believe in. Whether it's volunteering at a local shelter, building homes with a charity, or working on environmental conservation projects, these experiences help you connect with the world in a profound way. When you work for a cause, especially in a different country or community, you get to understand the challenges people face and the steps being taken to overcome them. It's hands-on learning about real-world issues. Plus, it's not just about giving, it's also about receiving. The gratitude and appreciation you receive in return can leave you with a sense of fulfillment that few other experiences can match. 6. You've experienced a major loss. Losing someone or something important to you is an experience that changes you. It's painful, it's heart-wrenching, but it also gives you a deeper understanding of life and its impermanence. Experiencing loss makes you realize that things can change in an instant. It teaches you to value what you have and to appreciate the people in your life while they're still there. It also connects you with others on a deeper level. When you've been through loss, you understand the pain that others are going through, and you're often better equipped to offer support and empathy. 7. You've overcome a personal challenge. We all face challenges in life. Some are small, others are huge. But it's those big, life-altering challenges that really shape who we are. I remember a time when I was faced with a serious health issue. It was scary and tough, but it also forced me to reevaluate my priorities. I learned to appreciate my health and to value the simple things in life. Overcoming a personal challenge not only teaches you about resilience and strength, but it also gives you a unique perspective on life. You learn to appreciate the good times, knowing that they're not always guaranteed. 8. You've had your beliefs challenged. It's comfortable to stay within the confines of our own beliefs, but stepping outside and questioning those beliefs, that's where growth happens. Whether it's through a conversation with someone who holds different views, reading a thought-provoking book, or even traveling to a place that challenges your norms, having your beliefs tested can be a significant learning experience. It forces you to analyze your values, opening your mind to new ideas and perspectives. It may even lead you to change some of your beliefs, or at least understand why others think differently. 9. You've learned to appreciate the small things. Often, we're so caught up in the grand scheme of things that we forget to appreciate the little joys in life. But those who've learned to savor these moments, they're the ones who truly understand the beauty of life. It could be enjoying a quiet morning with a cup of coffee, a short conversation with a stranger, observing a beautiful sunset, or even relishing the taste of your favorite meal. These small moments have a big impact on our overall happiness. Learning to appreciate these moments shows that you understand that life is not just about the big milestones, but also about the everyday experiences. 10. You've learned to be comfortable with yourself. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with messages about who we should be, learning to be comfortable in your own skin is a major achievement. It means you've taken the time to understand who you are, what you value, and what makes you happy. You've learned to accept your flaws and celebrate your strengths. This understanding and acceptance of self is a sign of maturity and wisdom. It shows that you've traversed the landscape of your own mind and soul, which is a journey as important as any trip around the world. Reflection. It's the journey, not the destination. Ultimately, being worldly isn't about ticking off a list of experiences. It's about what you learn from these experiences and how they shape your understanding of the world. Whether it's embracing a different culture, navigating a language barrier, or overcoming personal challenges, every experience adds a layer to your worldliness. The renowned travel writer, Pico Iyer, once said, "We travel, initially, to lose ourselves, and we travel, next, to find ourselves." And this finding is not just about discovering new places or people, but finding out more about ourselves. So if you've had any or all of these experiences, take a moment to reflect. You're more worldly than you realize. And if not, remember that it's never too late to start. After all, life is a journey of constant learning and growing.